The Rock Station 100.1, The Hero, Wicked Garden, featuring the late, great Scott Weiland. So, kids, in the studio with me right now, Dave Mcgarry from RedSunRising. He's a local boy, and it's a really, really awesome story. I've watched Dave come up, and finally, man, you're there. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
So, dude, I am beyond thrilled, man, that you're doing this, just so you know.
Me too.
Everybody is psyched, man. Everybody is pulling for you, obviously. You've made everybody in the area really, really proud. Musicians, parents of musicians I've heard from that are just like, wow, Dave took it to the next level.
Man, it's pretty much just an honor, having the whole support from the whole community. Coming back here recently, I couldn't ask for more.
Nice. I mean, so it started out what? Kriegspiel?
Yeah.
I remember seeing you we played a show with you guys at the Main Street Movie House.
Yeah, I was probably 14, 15 years old.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
We were just getting going at that point and just breaking through the scene. There was a lot of bands playing around. I had in the article Junkhead.
Yeah.
Dog Day Sunrise. You guys started circulating around here a little bit too.
Yeah.
Graphics 420. So
there was a lot. It was cool. There was a lot of cool original music, and you guys were part of that. And wasn't John Lockwood was the singer in that band, wasn't he?
Yep, him.
And then there was Junkhead with Ralph Brooks and Mike Bishop and those guys. And then Dog Day, of course,
yeah.
Matt Anthony and Joey.
Uh-huh.
And then following that, there was Knife Down Danger, which was another really, really great metal band.
They were kicking it up for a while.
Yeah. And then you did a stint with the Professional Liars for a while.
I did.
We had some really, really awesome times.
We had some of the best times because we played in a lot of bars, and I was only 18 or 19 years old.
All I'm gonna say is Little Valley, or no, it was Cattaraugus, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, Cattaraugus. Sean and I Sean Kimmel, he was the bass player in the Professional Liars, a friend of ours. Him and I were just talking about that show because that place got turned into a church.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. If the walls could talk. Anyway, so what's going on with you guys? You're headed out tomorrow to Dallas for New Year's Eve.
Yep. We're going down there. We're going to play with Hell Yeah, Seven Dust, Nothing More, and Islander. And I'm looking forward to that show. It's at the Bomb Factory in Dallas, Texas. The capacity's 4,000 plus. So
now, how big are the venues that you guys have been playing? You just got off the road with Pop Evil.
Yep, we did a little 2-week tour with Pop Evil, and most of them it was a mix of clubs and venues. So I guess the minimum amount of people were probably around 700-800, and then we played to crowds over 3,000.
Nice, man.
So
nice.
it was a good tour. Every house was packed out, because if it was a small club, there was it was filled out.
Right.
And then if it was larger ones like Denver and Columbus, we played the LC Pavilion out there. It was a sold out show.
And there's no feeling in the world, man, like the crowd, when the crowd is louder than the house.
Totally.
You just get that rush, and you're just like, oh wow.
Yeah,
it's real at that point.
The first few nights, because I had to jump right into it. I only had 2 practices with the band before the tour started.
Right.
So the first couple of nights, I walked out, back on the big stage and looked out in the sea of people, and it was a little intimidating for me.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal too, man.
Yeah, it was. I was like, wow, I'm back.
You're back, yeah. And when you left Bradford, when you left the area, you went to Charlotte.
Yeah, I moved down there for 5 years.
And had tremendous success with Heroes at Last.
Yep, that was my acoustic project.
With Fusebox Poet.
Yep, I played bass, and we did a lot of tours, a lot of East Coast stuff.
And then those connections led you to where you are right now.
Yeah, we met up with the RedSunRising boys, a few years ago, and we just clicked right away. Pat Dracia and I always hung out with, Mike Prodich and Ryan Williams of RedSunRising, and we were always kind of a unit. And I remember back then they were always like, oh, I wish you and Pat were in the band. I wish you and Pat were in the band. And,
And here you are.
few years later, yeah.
And here it is. And the look on Dave's face, I got to tell you, it's you still look a little taken back by the whole thing.
Oh, totally. It all happened so fast for me.
Yeah.
And it's, everything I ever wanted to do musically and on that level. So for me to just be a part of it, it's just humbling, man. It's
very
mind-blowing.
Cool. Very, very cool. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to be back. Dave's going to hang out with me for a while, and we'll talk more touring, what's up for RedSunRising, and he's got a special little something. Got music from AC/DC and Warrant coming up for you. The Rock Station 100.1, The Hero.
Hero Sports.
The Owl.
WESB and 100.1 The Hero contest winner.
Lisa McKean, congratulations. You are the grand prize winner in the Happy New Year's contest.
Awesome. Thank you.
You have won yourself round-trip airfare for two to Pittsburgh on Sun Air Express. You've got 2 nights hotel stay at the Kimpton Hotel Monaco, and you are going to roll into 2016 on the Gateway Clipper cruise in the Three Rivers. Congratulations. Who gives you the best contest in the world?
100.1 The Hero.
And 1490 WESB.
Warrant, cherry pie hero haircut for you. The Rock Station 100.1 The Hero. I'm sitting in the studio across from Dave Mcgarry, hometown boy.
Hello.
Hi. Thanks for coming, man. Thanks for getting up early. I appreciate it. I know these are your days off, and you've got a baby at home, and you should be at home right now holding little Ava Lee, and you're here with me.
You know what? I'd be sleeping anyways.
Would you? Okay. All right, cool. So was baby glad to see daddy when he came home?
Oh, totally. I missed her a lot, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Right when I walked back, and she was in her little bouncer, bopping around, and looked at me. I picked her up, and she was just all smiles. So
right on.
I felt good.
Right on.
I felt good.
I got to tell you, man, when this whole thing started, you and I had many conversations about this prior to you making the move into RedSunRising. And first thing I want to say, it was so hard not to say anything to anybody. Dude.
Well, thanks for not.
It was so freaking hard to not be like, that's my boy right there. That was really, really hard, but really cool that, that it was happening. And, okay, so Thursday you're in Dallas.
Yep.
Okay. What's after Dallas?
After Dallas, we fly to LA for 4 days. We're shooting the music video for the next single.
Okay, cool.
And we're doing new promos. So
nice. And then after LA?
After LA, we have a couple weeks off, and then we go down to Miami and do Shiprock. And that's with, like Five Finger Death Punch, Seether, Hailstorm. It's a 4-day cruise, from like Miami to somewhere in Mexico. So we had to get our passports real quick, a couple of us.
Yeah.
And finally came in the mail, so I'm ready to go.
So you're passported. You're all set to get shipwrecked.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I've never been on a cruise, and plus, we play 2 out of 4 days. Every band, plays once outside.
Cool.
On a stage, and then once inside somewhere. I think it's like a theater stage, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be crazy. I better drink or take some Dramamine.
Yeah, drink. Yes, you in fact had better drink. Absolutely. So yesterday, we were just talking on the break. Yesterday we lost